So, so I made it. I made it into the bush. I made it onto the trail. I made it out of the city, out of the struggle. Hmm. What I wanted to talk about was apathy and how easily empathy can turn to apathy because we have so much to feel all the time. So much suffering, and then this escalation of suffering in Gaza, 1,000 people a day. Gaza and the West Bank, you can't just leave that out. The move to genocide and the tide that accepts it and the tide that rejects it, and it's all so complicated, but it's the human state. It's how we behave to one another. It's how we treat one another and other species. 90% in 100 years, I think, most of the species on the planet we've eliminated, and now we're trying to eliminate ourselves. So what's the reason when you see how little compassion people have for babies when they can actually just dismiss the lives of children as casualties? What is the word? Collateral damage. It's collateral damage, all right. It's damage to ourselves, it's damage to the earth, it's damage to... But it's not damage to God. Because really, God is here in nature, and everything passes. I can look right down and see the leaves of the tree and the branches of the trees and the trunks of the trees passing. I might cross a dead bird along the way. Everything passes. So, does that make it natural for empathy to turn to apathy? For us to be like inundated with so much pain that we forget that it's too hard. We forget to care, and it's too hard to care because caring means we're suffering all the time and increasing the state of suffering in the human condition. So I posted a picture that came through the James Webb telescope of infinite galaxies, and that was to give myself and maybe us all perspective, not to make us careless, but to see that because we're a part of the whole, we have to accept everything within our consciousness and still care. So do I, sitting in this beautiful, peaceful place, still care about genocide that humans are committing against one another, that the Zionists particularly are committing against the Palestinians right now? But that wasn't the beginning. That's not the beginning. It unfortunately won't be the end. It is the human condition. We harm one another. We hurt one another. We find reasons to harm one another, reasons to hurt one another, reasons to slaughter babies. And then, you slaughtered my baby, I'll slaughter yours. Well, that's insanity. So empathy turning to apathy turns to insanity. So always care, but expand your perspective into nature, into reality. The reality doesn't mean we stop caring, because we are particles of God on an infinite journey, and we have to absorb it all. We have to absorb it all and still love, because yes, that's what God does. Thank you.